Entrevista.
Helix es una serie que mezcla la ciencia ficción con el suspenso y el drama de una manera magistral. En Conexión, Claro, entrevistamos a Kyra Zagorsky, una de las protagonistas de esta nueva producción que se transmite en AXN. Esto fue lo que nos dijo.
It's Alan.
Alan, the blood. It's black.
So now it's a pleasure to meet you, Kyra. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And talking about Helix, what can we expect from the series?
Well, Helix is a really interesting, intense thriller, and it's about a team of scientists with the Center for Disease Control who travel to the Arctic because they received a distress call that there's a possible outbreak. So they go to this high-tech research facility to investigate, and then they realize that there's so much more going on. All these mysteries and dark secrets start to get uncovered, and it becomes something much more than just a virus.
You still thinking retrovirus? Looks more like some kind of hemorrhagic fever.
Blood loss is consistent with Ebola or Marburg, but this kind of tissue degradation, this thing doesn't kill, it annihilates.
So how is Peter still alive?
She's one of the head virologists with the CDC. She's a very accomplished, intelligent woman. She's got a lot of interesting character flaws, and she's just a well-rounded, well-written character. She's a very strong woman because she's well-written. And she exists for reasons outside of her boyfriend, which I like that when you see that in female characters. And so, yeah, she's great. She's a lot of fun to play.
Gotta hand it to Alan. He's got an eye for the smart ones.
It's not like that.
Not like what?
Alan is a great mentor, but there's nothing going on.
I would have said the exact same thing. Only that was 8 years ago.
I did some research on YouTube or wherever I could find some information on the internet to just research all these viruses that have been around since history, and just understand these epidemics and what's spreading around the world. And then we would have to mix the sci-fi on top of that, so then you'd get on set and there'd be all these scientific equipment situations you'd have to learn about and try to just jump into the world and make it seem as authentic as possible.
I've been tracking infected patients for the past 2 years. I know how to talk to them.
This is not about your
Then
qualifications.
what is it about?
Our lack of resources up here.
That's bullshit. When was the last time you even left Atlanta?
Damn it, Jules, we cannot both be in charge. You'll have to follow my lead on this.
You were an athlete. How does that work to your career roles?
I tend to get cast in things that require some kind of physical exertion, let's put it that way. I mean, Julia's not a fighter, she's a scientist, and then suddenly these things start happening to her. But I have so much experience with doing action on camera, or even in my theater background, doing action on stage, and I've dabbled in a lot of different martial arts, and just having a physical background, being able to handle yourself, I think it makes people feel like they can trust you, to hire you, that you're not going to freak out or become a nightmare to work with when somebody has to, kind of shove you or something, that you can play and get into it and really tell that story.
What are the victims saying?
They're saying that Peter engaged in some kind of oral contact.
What, like a kiss or a bite?
More like an assault.
Kyra, it was a pleasure, and can you invite all the friends of Claro not to miss Helix, on AXN?
Absolutely. Hola, friends of Claro. My name is Kyra Zagorsky. I play Dr. Julia Walker on Helix, and you don't want to miss our show on AXN.
No dejen de ver Helix, la nueva serie de AXN. Nos vemos muy pronto en Conexión Claro, el espacio en donde ustedes y la diversión se encuentran.